Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First of all, thank you for the opportunity that has been given to me so I can present in my paper today in the International Economic and Business Conference conducted by Universitas Muhammadiyah, Unismuh, Makassar. So the title of the paper that I will present today is Technology-Based Factors of University Students' Intention to Use AI-Enabled Mobile Banking, the Moderating Role of Personal Innovativeness. Me, as the first author, is Nurul Hidayah, and the second author is Latifah Dian Iriani. We are from the Faculty of Economic Management Study Program, Universitas Muhammadiyah, Sorong. So for the introduction part, the background of the studies is actually because the AI technology has revolutionized traditional features of mobile banking, offering new features like chatbots, personal recommendation, and also fraud detections. And the Indonesia banks, the banks in Indonesia like Mandiri and also BRI and so many other banks has been improved the customer satisfaction and operational efficiency through AI integrations in the mobile banking services. Research conducted by Gustiawan, 2024. So the key factors affecting adoption that we'll use or to be analyzed in this study is first, attitude toward AI, relative advantage, perceived trust, and also security. And the university students choose as a sample or a targeted sample for the study because this demographic is tech-savvy, found by the PricewaterhouseCoopers that 82% of smartphone users aged between 18 to 24 use mobile banking. Some of the problem statement are also objective. The problem statements because the limited research of technology-based factors, of course, especially studied in the Sorong city or in the developing regions. And the second one is because the lack of focus on personal innovativeness used as a moderating factors in the previous study. The objective of the research is first to analyze AI-specific factors influencing mobile banking adoption intention, examine the moderating role of personal innovativeness, and develop a comprehensive model explaining adoption intention using a path analysis. The literature review of AI-enabled mobile banking adoption, looking at the theoretical framework is, of course, we can relate it with the technology acceptance models developed by Davis 1986, which has two initial indicators, initial variables in the technology acceptance models, namely perceived usefulness and also ease of use. By time, there are so many extensions of time, include trust, risk, service quality, social element that has been widely used to describe the customer behavior in adoption of technology. So these extensions will robust the theoretical foundation. So including this technology-based factor that we use in the title is actually the factors that specific to the context AI-enabled mobile banking service adoption that was initially started by Payne et al. 2018. It also can be considered as extensions of the term model. The key findings of related work shows that service quality has impact the satisfaction and loyalty mobile banking users. And there is also AI factors contribute to the user satisfaction and retentions in mobile banking. And some of the studies related which targeting student as a respondents found that Muslim student intention influenced by facilitating conditions, social influence, performance expectancy, studies conducted by Sudarsono et al. 2024, and also Nuang Jam Nong identified convenience, relative advantage, and also perceived utility as a key factor influencing student mobile banking. That's in the student context. So what are the research gaps that can be concluded? First, lack of studies on AI-specific adoption in the underdeveloped regions, limited exploration of personal innovativeness as a moderating factors, and then insufficient focus on AI-specific determinant that we use in this study as a variable. What are the research methodology? The research methodology, first, the research design, of course, a quantitative research. For data collections, we distributing the survey to with the Google form. The population is 448 active students in the Faculty of Economic Universitas Muhammadiyah Sorong. So the targeted sample, following the rules of Hare et al. 2006, explained that the number of sample should be 5 to 10 times number of indicators deployed in the study. So the targeted sample will be 130 until 260. The analysis technique, descriptive analysis, was used for respondent characterizations and samples for variable relationship testing of the data. So the measurement model is evaluated by the conversion validity, discriminant validity, and also the reliability. While the structural model or the inner model tests using the R-square, path coefficient, and also the effect size to analyze the variable relationship. The validation was conducted through our data review first, and then we conducted also the pilot survey to the 30 students to clarify the questionnaires, and then construct validity was tested by CFA, conversion validity using AVA that should be greater than 0.5, then reliability using Cronbach alpha that should also be greater than 0.7, and then composite reliability, discriminant validity using the cross-loading method. So here's our the research model. As you can see, there are four exogenous variables that we develop in the hypothesis to have a significant relationship towards the endogenous variables called intention to use AI-enabled mobile banking. And we use the personal innovativeness as a moderating factors that will moderate the relationship between endogenous and also exogenous variables. The hypothesis development, there are 8 hypotheses that we developed in this study. So here's the research methodology that explain the variable operational definitions. As you can see, in this table, it explains the six variables used in the study, and the definitions actually adapted from the literature review, and then the indicator measurement also adapted by the previous literature review. And here's we using the scale 1 to 4 scale, Likert scale, in the questionnaires. So what are the results and discussion? The key findings shows that the demographics total respondent that we able to collect is 159 after the data cleaning, of course. And the gender distributions consists of women 77% respondent and men 23% respondents. And the mobile banking usage used by these respondents, Bank BRI hold the largest percentage by 72%, and then followed by Bank Mandiri, and also the other banks such as BSI, BCA, and so on, is less than 50%. So the PLSSM analysis using the auto model, as you can see in the figure 1, demonstrate the strong measurement quality for our construct with the indicator loading exceeding threshold for reliability and also validity. The positive attitude toward AI, relative advantage, security in mobile banking, perceived trust, and personal innovativeness shows acceptable to strong loading ranging to 0.6 to 0.8. There is one indicator that has been dropping in the study in order to improve AVE above 0.50 called PT1, or the indicators in the perceived trust. The convergent validity also shows a good result, which is AVE exceeds 0.5. The cross-loading also it shows the acceptable result, that the finding confirmed that each indicator loaded more strongly on its intended construct than on any other, thus establishing satisfactory discriminant validity among the constructs. The reliability test also shows that composite reliability results shows that Cronbach alpha with a threshold of greater than 0.7, indicating the acceptable reliability. So for the inner model interpretation of the result, the R square shows result by 44% of user intention to use AI-enabled mobile banking, indicating moderate explanatory power based on Chin, and also here et al. 2019. So for the hypothesis result, there are two hypotheses that that we accepted in the study, and then two hypotheses we rejected. The two accepted hypotheses is there is a positive, that the positive attitude toward AI strongly support the intention to use AI-enabled mobile banking, and also the perceived task or hypothesis 4 significantly influence the intention to use AI-enabled mobile banking. And the two rejected hypotheses is there is no significant relationship between relative advantage and security towards the intention to use AI-enabled mobile banking. And all the moderating effect in this study that we developed in the hypothesis also has been rejected. However, we found that the personal innovativeness has a direct influence in the intention to use AI-enabled mobile banking with a significant path coefficient by 0.207, indicating that the highly innovative users are more likely to adopt the technology. The predictive relevance and the effect size shows that Q-square value of 0.290 confirm the substantial predictive relevance for intention to use. Positive attitude has the largest effect size, followed by the personal innovativeness and also perceived task. So these Q-squares and F-square standard actually support the model predictive strength. So what are the discussions that can be collected in the study? The study influenced the university student, shows that has been previously discussed. There are two hypotheses accepted and two hypotheses rejected, and all the moderating hypothesis also has been rejected. It shows the two hypotheses accepted shows that it relevance to the theory of Rogers Morgan Hunt about the diffusion of innovation and trust theories. However, the two hypotheses rejected emphasize the contextual element and social norm in technology adoption. Personal innovativeness as a moderating was also in significance, challenging the theory of individual characteristic by Agrawal 1998. Situational factor might be dominant over individual or student traits in the developing regions, especially in like Sorong City. So here's some of the comparison with the prior research. Limitations also have, because the study has a limited in the Sorong City, and also maybe because this is self-reported data, so the future research should include the longitudinal study, expanded the geographic scope, analysis of AI functionalities, behavioral outcomes, and also comparative studies. The conclusion is the study analyzed factor influencing university students in Sorong City, Indonesia. So this finding is really a valuable insight for the financial institutions to enhance AI-driven service and contribute to empirical data, the technology adoption in unique cultural contexts. So the recommendation is the study findings yield many recommendations for stakeholders such as financial service sector, also industries. So what can be recommended is first, enhance user educations that promote awareness of AI technologies to foster positive attitudes, adoptions, and then build trust, strengthen the transparency and security in AI system, communicate security protocol and data protection effectively, and for the future research, investigate reason for the insignificance of relative advantage and security, and conduct longitudinal studies to track changes in the attitudes and also behaviors over time. That's all for my presentation today. Thank you, and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.